The pursuit of successful inclusive education. Stakeholders say the aim is to ensure that all learners receive equal learning opportunities, including addressing the needs of both slow and gifted learners.
We talk about learning losses. Who said there were not learning losses before COVID? So actually COVID exposed us to where we are when it comes to inequalities in the system, when it comes to all these challenges that we have. So this conference, we're saying, what did we learn from COVID? What were the silver linings that we can take forward from the COVID era and together strengthen each other and go forward?
Social workers say they are concerned about the high rate of suicide among learners. In February, learners in Vicksburg went on a rampage, overturned a police vehicle and damaged school property and teachers' cars. It was after a grade 9 learner committed suicide.
As Department of Education, what we have done, we have continued to work in partnership with NPA to educate our teachers and our parents to say this is how they can identify children that are vulnerable, and this is the kind of support that we will be offering. And on your second issue of suicide, yes, we have seen quite a number of rise in anxiety, depression and suicide. And we, as social workers and psychologists within the Department of Education, we offer services, counseling services, preventative programs to ensure that our children do not end up to that stage where they commit suicide. However, we also do advocacy campaigns to our schools. We also empower teachers in early identification, because that is key for us to say how do they identify and support children at school level.
The South African Human Rights Commission says they are looking at addressing issues affecting special schools.
Cases of sexual harassment, cases of rape, sexual assault are cases that are within the jurisdiction of the criminal justice system. Our role as the South African Human Rights Commission is just to bring awareness, to make parents and the education system aware that cases of that nature should not happen in our institution. Special schools are not the fiefdoms of sexual harassment and rape. Special schools should be the institutions of academic excellence. Should not only be the institutions of academic excellence, but should be the institutions that preserve, that safeguard, that promote the rights of children with disabilities.
The challenges we have is that there are very long waiting list of kids with autism. So if Department of Education could build us more schools of autism school, then we won't have any problem with children being at home or being at a waiting list of autism in autism spectrum.
The Education Department says it's working on a national awareness campaign to deal with mental health challenges in schools. Ishmael Mudiba, SABC News, Bloemfontein.